me, sir. Do you know why I pulled you over? Because I was speeding? No, because you have headphones. Oh no, officer. Those are safe to drive, bone conduction, open ear and know your surroundings Bluetooth headphones. They are not in your ears but rather above them, sending sound waves directly through your cheekbone into the inside ear, which means that you can still hear your surroundings and bike around and not get killed. Yes, it is not safe to ride a bike in my town, even less so with music on. And I thought this bone conduction technology could be the solution. Some companies even go crazy and hide them in sunglasses.
And these are actually, it's kind of convincing.
But the cheapest one costs $60 in Slovakia. So I got on eBay and got these $9 ones. Let's see how they are. There were cheaper ones, but I read a review that the really cheap ones tend to have just a speaker blasting right above your ear instead of actual bone conduction technology. So don't go too cheap. But are these actual bone conduction? I still don't know. So what are you getting for $9? Lightweight of just 22 grams, blah blah, IP67 waterproof, I wouldn't try that. Drink freely. 8 hours of playtime, 3 hours of charging time, yeah, about right. You get 2 buttons, yay. And a surprise! It has a micro SD card slot and they didn't even write it in the description. And you also can't get rid of them.
Hey, whoa! And just like that, I knew our goose was as cooked as voiceoverians.
The most important factor of this is probably the audio quality. Because I expected these to suck. But no, they're not as bad as I thought they would be. I will stop myself right here. I wrote the script before the headphones even arrived, so miscalculations have been expected. Firstly, let me explain the two types of these not in-ear headphones. One are the real bone conduction headphones, which are expensive but provide decent audio quality. The second option are tiny speakers firing towards your ears. Actually, these sunglasses use the same system as my $9 ones. They are a lot cheaper to make, but the audio quality is below average of normal headphones, yet over average for being just tiny speakers above your ears. Enough for background music while biking, most of the time.
The headphones are maxed out, but I can barely hear them because of the traffic.
And what about sound bleed? Well, like this is really loud for me. And how about more expensive ones?
And it's a comfortable listening environment, but you can see I can still converse. I can talk to Jack. Test 1, 2, like I can hear him. Now it does feel like the low end is missing a little bit. I think where the previous version, heavier duty, like the old ones, made up for it through sheer vibration to give you the impression that the low end was there. These ones don't really try as much, so you get a cleaner signal, but at the expense potentially of some thump. So I'm gonna go and play something a bit heavier here. Okay, this is totally different experience.
By the way, these are great for karaoke, because you can hear your own voice and at the same time hear the lyrics. Also, I imagine being these quite handy in like a multitasking experience. You're at a football game and at the same time listen to the commentator on the radio. Or if you're a shopkeeper and we're just waiting around, but you can immediately answer customers' questions because your ears are free. How about calls, you may ask? Well, in an office where you need to hear people around you but still receive calls quite frequently, yes, sure, get them. I mean, the microphone quality is decent, just keep in mind the sound bleed. Conclusion. Would I replace them over regular headphones? For music, no. Would I replace them with silence while biking? Absolutely not! Should you get one? Well, it depends. If you're a taxi driver and want to take personal calls while driving, yes. Just keep in mind the sound bleed. If you want to run around the city and enjoy some music, I mean, the technology is not quite there yet, at least not in this budget range. But if you're running around with friends, or if you're biking and need to hear the traffic, or if you're skiing, snowboarding, absolutely. This is like you can hear everything around you and your friends and still have background music on, which makes your life like a damn movie. That is brilliant. So there you have it. These headphones are a part of my everyday life now, and I absolutely do not regret buying them. Yeah, so if you'd like to see some more reviews, click right here or over there. I don't know where the links are. Or check out our short movies, which are also somewhere on the screen. The bass is so shallow that when I listen to dubstep, it sounds like my mom cooking in the kitchen.